All right, it's 10, Judge.
Okay, good morning again. Let's call the meeting to order for December 10th, 2024. Polk County Regional Health Building, Suite A, Livingston, Texas. At this time, if you would, please mute all your devices and cell phones. And we will ask Mr. Wendell Mitchell to lead us in prayer.
If you're a praying person, pray with me, would you please? Father, we give thanks for this beautiful day that you've given to us. We're thankful for the system of government that we have, for the people and their families that are officers in the government. We pray your blessings. We pray that you be with our first responders, and for them we give great thanks. Grant all of those people in positions of authority a clarity of mind and purity of heart. We thank thee for Jesus, thine own Son, who is the Christ, and we pray that as we walk through this world, that we'll look to him as the perfect example. For this we pray in his name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Madam Clerk.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Okay, thank you. We have any other comments? No, ma'am. Okay, informational reports. The first one is our presentation of the Polk County Safety Committee Excellence in Safety Award for FY 2024. Courtney Comstock will present the Excellence in Safety Award.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
The Excellence in Safety Award was added to the safety program in 2015 by the Commissioners Court. It is a $250 gift card that is awarded to an employee in December each year. The award must go to an employee that has been nominated by their department head or direct supervisor, is a full-time employee employed by the county for no less than 1 year with no breaks in service. The employee must not have had any major safety violations or lost time accidents within 1 year of nomination. They must be current on all required safety training. And in the award application, the department head or direct supervisor had to demonstrate how the employee has gone above and beyond to improve and or promote safety on behalf of his or her department and or the county. This year, the Safety Committee received 5 nominations, and they selected Jody Ritchie with the District Attorney's Office to receive the award. And I'd like for Ms. Ritchie to come up here with me.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. If you'll stay with me, Jody, just for a minute. According to Jody's supervisor, Ms. Shelley Sitton, Jody shows exemplary safety practices in a work environment. She leads the department's safety meetings while keeping it informative and addressing safety concerns. Jody ensures that the DA's staff, if available, attends other programs in addition to the monthly safety meetings. So we'd like to say congratulations, Jody.
Thank you. They do it very willingly when I make them good.
That's good. That's good. And at the convenience of the court, if I can get a picture with Jody and Ms.
Sure,
Sitton.
that'd be great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Come on up here, Jody. You've got to share your spending money with us.
I'm gonna share it with the department.
Oh. That's fine.
Squeeze in, James.
Come on, Jody. Are we done?
Thank you.
So you want me up there?
Okay, she said I have to come up there for one more.
Yes,
Of course you do.
Okay.
Come on, Shelley.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. recognize, to repeat, received the Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting from the Government Finance Officers Association, which is a GFOA, which was awarded to the Polk County Auditor's Office for fiscal year end of September 2023. And we want to thank Louis and his team.
And his team, they do it.
Always,
You know.
always, it's always a team effort, so we want to thank Louis and his team for their hard work and for taking care of the county. Thank you, Louis.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, team.
Okay, now we have a presentation of the completed American Rescue Plan Act ARPA Broadband Partnership Project. And Jessica Hutchins will lead us in this, and she's projecting on this wall right over here.
That's as large as I can get it, but y'all have handouts in front of you. So in 2021, Polk County received $9,974,718 in coronavirus local fiscal recovery funds from the American Rescue Plan Act. And through a competitive grant process, the Polk County Commissioners Court awarded $4,326,842 to East Tex Telephone and Highline. This investment enabled the construction of fiber optic lines along Polk County's main corridors, creating a critical backbone for future internet infrastructure. And where we, so East Tex actually went outside their service area, as well as completed their service area. And you can see all the sections along Highway 59, up into the river, almost to, Angelina, yes. And then right here along 287 from our west boundary to our east boundary, and then also along 350 north from FM 352 to 350 north all the way to Highway 59. So that was the area that East Tex serviced, and our Highline finished their service territory, which stops right there where East Tex is. So they went along Highway 146, a section of 190, a section of 59. And essentially, when I say backbone, you can see it goes basically north to south, east to west, and the main corridors. And so that'll set us up for infrastructure, servicing the homes in the future and businesses. So the project, which began in early 2022 and concluded this earlier this year, positions Polk County ahead of the curve by establishing a foundation for reliable, high-speed internet service for local service for homes and businesses. A heartfelt thank you goes to Highline and East Tex for their exceptional efforts and dedication to serving our community. Their commitment and collaboration were instrumental in propelling this project forward. Without their partnership, this process would have taken years to achieve. Thank you, Highline and East Tex, for going above and beyond, and thank you to our community for voicing your support and making this expansion possible.
Thank you, ma'am. Anybody have any questions? Keep in mind that this was based on, that the original idea was based on a committee that we formed of local representatives in 2018. And so the court could already see that we were gonna have to be more progressive, that we were gonna have to take care of ourselves, basically. And so in 2018, we formed an infrastructure committee. And so literally, when the monies became available, we were going, where are those maps? Where's that information? Because we know what we need to do and should do. And so thanks to Jessica and her team as well, for making it all happen.
Also, I don't know how I forgot this, but we have an interoperable communications tower that's not a part of the broadband project with Highline and Highline and East Tex, but it was another portion of our ARPA monies that we spent because we were having issues with law enforcement and emergency management getting radio connectivity in the northern portion of Polk County. So East Tex went ahead and laid fiber all the way to our tower here in northern Polk County. So now we are fully covered as a county for radio.
And that tower is also going to impact the school district and the commissioner, along with the volunteer fire departments in the north end of the county, because that was our black hole. That was where we had little or no services for anybody. The school district buses could not even communicate with their bus bar, which is a major safety issue.
But we're still waiting on somebody to come put the radio on the car.
We're working on it.
We've been working on it for a while.
Yes, sir.
If they build the tire quicker than put the dang receiver on it.
As y'all can tell, we need Commissioner Purvis to be on that committee. Handle it. Okay. Thank you, Jessica.
Yes, ma'am, thank you.
Okay, old business, item number 4, we need to approve the minutes of the previous meetings. At this time, we need to approve November the 18th, which is a special meeting. And then you want to table November the 12th, is that correct?
I guess so.
Okey-doke.
I thought they already, I guess.
I think what we're missing is what the motion was. Huh?
Okay, it wasn't complete.
Okay, will do. So we're gonna table November 12th and approve November 18th. The information is in your packet.
So moved.
Second.
Motion Commissioner Purvis, second Commissioner Cassidy. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, then we have our consent agenda. We have item number 6, addendums. We have addendum number 1 in the amount of $302,607.43. And addendum number 2 in the amount of $508.76. Is there anything on the consent agenda that anybody wishes to put?
Did the minutes for the 26th, were they good?
Yeah, yeah, those are good.
We approved them all.
Yeah, some of the minutes are included in the consent agenda from the 26th. Item number 5,
Okay.
it's the November 26th. Okay, I need a motion to approve if there's no changes. Commissioner Robertson, Commissioner Dubus, all in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 15, consider approval of personnel matters as follows. A, consider approval of personnel action forms submitted by department heads since the last meeting and review of any authorized emergency hires. We do not have any emergency hires at this time. We included a preliminary listing of the PAFs that were submitted to date. And I need a
So
motion.
moved.
Motion Commissioner Purvis, second Commissioner Cassidy. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. B, discuss and consider request to use discretionary funds for one-time bonus in lieu of step increase. Judge Tom Brown has requested this agenda item, and a copy of his request is included for your review. He has a total of $2,552 in discretionary funds available, which is only sufficient for him to give 2 employees a one-step increase, with some funds left over to carry forward for future budgets. But what he would like to do instead is utilize these funds as a one-time bonus for his staff in the amount of $638 per employee. He understands that this will not carry over into next year, so this means that his employees will not get a step increase. They will just receive $638, and that will reduce his discretionary salary item to 0, and those will not be returned to the budget in 2026.
So moved.
Commissioner Purvis, Commissioner Dugas, all in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. C, paid biweekly FLSA compensation for all jail and telecommunications staff beginning with December 2nd, 2024 payroll and continuing through September 21st, 2025, utilizing available funds from the respective salary line items. A copy of the sheriff's request is included for your review. The auditor's office is maintaining a spreadsheet to track the accrual and usage of unused salaries in the sheriff's office and jail, and has confirmed that there's currently $30,233 available in unused salaries in the sheriff's office and $58,799 in unused salaries at the jail. If the amount of unused salaries for overtime payment is depleted, then FLSA will have to be accrued per policy until there are sufficient unused salaries to resume these biweekly payments.
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Purvis, Commissioner Cassidy, all in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 16, consider request for revisions and amendments to the budget as follows. The FY 2024 budget revisions and amendments as presented by the County Auditor's Office. Copy of the proposed revisions number 2024-26 and amendments 2024-26A is included for your review.
So moved.
I'll second.
Commissioner Cassidy, Commissioner Robertson, all in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 17, consider any and all necessary action regarding expenditures from the maintenance capital outlay buildings, which was budgeted funds as follows. This line item currently has an available budget of $180,565, and all expenses from this line item require Commissioners Court approval. First, A, renovations to the animal control facility. Commissioner Purvis and Nicole Reeks met with Josh Fogelman, True Line Construction, at the animal control facility in Leggett to review the work needed and get a proposal. We've had multiple proposals for various work items over the years, but nothing has really panned out, and now it's become a significant health and safety hazard. The estimate provided by True Line Construction, included for your review, includes sheetrock, electrical, windows, cabinets, paint, and roof repairs for a total cost of $33,802. You want to add anything to that, Commissioner Purvis?
No, ma'am. Second.
Commissioner Purvis, Commissioner Dubus, all in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 17B, replace air conditioning unit at the Polk County Jail. The maintenance department solicited bids to replace an air conditioning unit at the Polk County Jail. Copies of the bids received are included for your review. The lowest bid was from Best Air Conditioning and Heating in the amount of $11,912. Other bids were from Lyons AC and Heating for $13,643.55, and Delta T Heating and Cooling for $13,494. Grady, our new maintenance director, Grady Woods, is available and has requested the court's approval to proceed with the bid from Best Air.
I'll make the motion.
Motion,
Second.
Commissioner Robertson, second Commissioner Dubus. All in favor say aye. Motion carries. Item number 18, consider request for capital purchase of cattle trailer from Longhorn Trailer Sales not to exceed $35,000 and determine method of funding. The FY 2025 budget includes $25,000 that was approved for this purchase at the request of the department during the budget process. Unfortunately, that amount is not enough to purchase a trailer that best fits their needs. Our new extension agent, Jay Deal, has identified 2 cattle trailers at Longhorn Trailer Sales that would be suitable for the needs of the AgriLife department. The first is a 2024 Exus 20-foot show cattle trailer with side ramp, which is available for purchase at the cost of $25,900. And the second is a 24-foot trailer, which would be preferable, that Jay found, a 2015 Elite 24 by 8-foot show cattle trailer, which is available for purchase at a cost of $34,900. If we approve either one of these projects, well, then the method for funding needs to be also included in the statement. And at this time, we can take the monies out of contingency funds if we wish to go with a 24-foot trailer.
And it would be, okay, for 20 foot, it would be $900 would be.
Yes. But the 24-foot trailer, he said, really meets their needs better. And instead of having to later trade it in and get an upgrade.
I'll make a motion with that, about a 24-foot trailer.
Very well, motion Commissioner Purvis, second Commissioner Dudos. All in favor say aye. Any opposed? With it to be paid out of contingency.
Yes, yes.
All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Very well. Item number 19, consider approval of change order for the courthouse restoration project plumbing modifications. Copy of the change order is included for your review. The total cost of this change order is $264,495.42. The original budget with J.C. Stoddard, the county has $154,109.37 left in the contingency fund for unforeseen costs. So this change order will utilize that plus an additional $110,386.05. Since we recently were awarded additional funding from the Texas Historical Commission for these type of unforeseen costs. So the funding is available for this change order if the court wishes to move forward in that manner. We have the money from the Historical Commission that was already given to us, so for these very reasons.
I'll make a motion. Oh, go ahead.
Well, when we spend this $110,000 left on contingent funds, so the historic society gonna pick up everything after that?
Yeah.
Yes, sir,
Like
we have
unforeseen
additional,
stuff 6 months from now or anything?
well,
Hell, who knows?
who
You
knows?
don't know,
But
but you try.
let me tell you about this unforeseen stuff. It's, the majority of it is the reason, it comes from the city of Livingston. They changed our plans after they had approved it. And that's, so it was unforeseen on everybody's part.
So,
But we have the money now to do it, it's not gonna cost us any extra. I mean, we don't have to get the money from anywhere else to do it. But this one here was one that actually, we couldn't help and the contractor couldn't help. The city changed their plans after we had them approved.
But the city don't help none.
Nope. In the city limits, in the city limits, you do it the city way. It's that simple. We have no say-so in the city limits.
I'll make the motion. Commissioner Robertson? Second?
I say,
Commissioner Purvis? All in favor say aye.
aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 20, discuss and consider any and all necessary action regarding RFP number 2025-13 for psychological testing evaluations for law enforcement. Bids were due to the Purchasing and Procurement Office on Wednesday, December 4th. One bid was received, and a bid summary page was included for your review. At this time, the Sheriff's Office, along with Purchasing and Procurement, recommend that we reject the bid and authorize a rebid package to be advertised after the holidays.
I'll make the motion
A motion to reject,
to reject.
Commissioner Robertson. Need a second?
second.
Second, Commissioner Cassidy. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 21, discuss and consider approval to update the Polk County purchasing policy. The county auditor's purchasing policy has long served as a framework governing purchases made by county elected officials and employees. It's also been a key component for grant applications and reporting. However, it differs in scope and detail from the purchasing and credit card policy adopted by the court earlier this year. Since the Purchasing and Procurement Office, several procedures outlined in the auditor's purchasing policy have been outdated, underscoring the need for an update. So to minimize confusion and ensure clarity, we consolidated these policies into a single overarching document that governs purchasing countywide. It does not include the credit card usage policy, since this is better off as a standalone. So in collaboration with the auditor's office, purchasing and procurement, in this office, we developed a comprehensive policy that includes all of them and presents a unified network. We sent it to everybody. We did not receive any requests for changes or modifications. The only change or modification that we received, let's see, do I have an updated one in here? Was.
There's been an updated one put in front of everyone this morning.
Everybody have one?
Yes.
Okay, the only updates that we received was from the auditor himself, that relates to when someone leaves office or retires or does not run for that position again, that we add the state guidelines. So those are in red in your new order.
It don't state a percentage or anything, though.
What's that?
It don't state what the amount is or anything.
No, the court decides that.
I thought it was 12%.
Whatever the court decides. Usually you try to keep them within what the spending would have normally been.
That's what I thought,
But
it
that's
was 12% per month, or 12.5% per month.
Yes, usually
Whatever.
that's the recommendation. But if the state changes what they wanna say, then this way our policy will stand. But the court can determine that. When Ronnie and Tommy were exiting, the court didn't set anything. The auditor monitored it, to make sure, but
I thought it was just, I thought it was just a set to state.
a set amount,
Yeah.
I don't believe it is. I think the court has to determine it.
That's the actual statute that's in there.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's recommended, that 12%
Per month, yeah.
is what's recommended. Okay,
I'll approve the motion.
motion to approve, Commissioner Duga,
Second.
second Commissioner Cassidy, all in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 22, discuss and if necessary, consider adoption of order regulating certain fireworks in the unincorporated areas of the county during the December holiday period. The statutes guide the time frame in which the county has been designated a drought area, may regulate fireworks during certain periods of the year. For your information and review, we included a copy of the correspondence regarding regulation during the December holiday period. And Courtney Comstock, our Emergency Management Coordinator, is available for information from the Texas Forest Service and the Polk County Fire Marshal on current drought conditions and to provide a recommendation on whether fireworks need to be regulated. Do fireworks need to be regulated? Not? Nope. Very well.
Not right now, anyhow.
Where's Fugate?
Huh?
Fugate here?
Yeah.
Fugate, you good?
No, I'm good for sell fireworks.
Very well. Okay, well, we will move forward. Okay, bless you. Okay, at 23, let's skip down.
What's the, who made the motion?
We don't have to, we're not gonna regulate it.
Oh.
It's gonna proceed as normal.
Judge, the state already outlaws like bottle rockets and those sort of things. And those are aerial type things. So right now, we're not under drought conditions. We've had plenty of rain here lately. We're just gonna go with the general sales I recommend.
Yes, sir.
Of what they do.
That's what we would normally do. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna change sequence on you all because if we do number 26, if you'll skip down to number 26 on the agenda, then it will flow into rest of it. So after 23, we're gonna go to 26. Okay, number 23, discuss and consider approval of Polk County Justice Court Youth Diversion Program. The state legislature has mandated that each justice court adopt a youth diversion plan. Judge Jamie Richardson has drafted the plan for the JPs and the rest of them approved, which has been reviewed and approved also by legal counsel. And she's requesting the court's approval to adopt the plan. Copies of the plan and the order to adopt are included for your review.
So moved.
Motion to approve, Commissioner Cassidy, second, Commissioner Robertson. All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, now skip down to 26. Item number 26, consider approval of resolution to certify and utilize the FY 2024 IAH Secure Adult Detention Facility revenues. On September 10th, the court approved Sheriff Lyons' request to advertise for bids to replace the tunnel drain at the Polk County Jail. The court also agreed to fund this project using surplus IAH revenues received in FY 2024, with the remaining surplus allocated to road and bridge funds. That's normally what we do, is when we get the revenue from the previous year, then we allocate it. The total surplus in the IAH line item is $725,818. Of this, the court approved $209,028 for the jail repairs, leaving $516,790 to be distributed among the road and bridge funds. That said, the deadline for allocating ARPA funds is December 31st, and we have $265,923.38 that needs to be reallocated. So after evaluating the options for handheld radios, it's clear that the $150,000 budgeted for FY 2025 will not be sufficient. Adding the remaining ARPA funds to this amount will significantly aid in purchasing the radios needing. A meeting is scheduled to review the purchase option, but no contract is ready for the court's consideration at this time. So we are proposing that the court authorize reallocating the remaining ARPA funds to the commissioners and reducing the road and bridge distribution from the IAH revenues by the equivalent amount. So this would allow the county to hold on to the ARPA funds, but still move forward with getting the radios. So basically, we're not taking any money away from you all. We're just moving money from the ARPA funds to you all, and then taking the money from the IAH. Commissioner Purvis, I can see you thinking. The problem is on the ARPA funds, we have a deadline, and we can't say, well, we're going to do that. It has to be done.
You gotta commit to it.
Yeah, and it has to be obligated, basically gone. So we don't want to take a chance for those ARPA funds not being utilized.
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Cassidy, Commissioner Dubose, any questions or comments? All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, so now back up to number 24. This is where we're gonna go through each of the specifics. 24, discuss and consider any and all necessary action for the allocation of remaining American Rescue Plan Act funds as follows. Amendment A, amendment to memorandum of understanding between Polk County and Providence Water Supply Company. A copy of that amendment was included for your review. This allows for the reallocation of unutilized ARPA funds that were previously allocated to Providence Water. They have a total of $7,554.37 remaining in their budget that will not be, I got back to jail repairs now. Hold on. Gotta catch up with my papers. I gotta number these better. I scrambled up on my fingers.
Are you in for the amendment?
Okay, yes,
It's page
I got it.
114 and 115.
I got it now. Okay. So So Providence has a total of $7,554.37 remaining in their budgets that will not be utilized. So we wish to reallocate those funds. So if you look at 24B and C, that's what would happen. B is an amendment to the memorandum of understanding between Polk County and Tempe Water Supply Corporation. A calculation error was found on the original Tempe WSC MOU. The county portion of the budget should have been $664,237.50, but the MOU read $624,487.50 due to an omission of the engineering fees for one of the sites. So this will be rectified by moving $39,750 of the unused funds from the county ARPA projects. And no additional funds are being awarded to Tempe. They have covered their 25% plus and any additional budget exceedance. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through all of these and then we'll kind of back up and approve them, because they're all kind of tied together. Okay, so Amendment C is to the MOU between Polk County and Alaska Water and Gas Supply Corporation. A copy of this amendment is also included for your review. This corrects the amount on the original agreement from $1,285,000 to $1,285,500 and authorizes an additional $7,054.37 for the project, which is what's being reallocated from Providence Water. They all tie together. And then D is a memorandum of understanding with Road and Bridge. So originally, we were preparing MOUs for just precinct 2 and 3 that have ARPA funds remaining from the original allocation. So per item 26, we prepared MOUs for each precinct authorizing the reallocation of all remaining ARPA funds, which is $265,923.38 to be distributed to the Road and Bridge precincts per the previously agreed upon distribution formula, and retaining that amount from the previously agreed distribution of IH revenues to Road and Bridge for handheld radio purchases.
Let me ask a question. I thought I had already committed my ARPA funds.
You have,
Okay, so it's not in this 265,000.
no, what we're doing is what our ARP funds that are remaining, that either a budget ran under what it originally was going to be, so we're reallocating those funds. And so we would be better served to reallocate those additional funds, right?
For radio.
And then pull the IAH funding to be used for radios.
Okay. But what I put in by my pickups is not in this?
No, sir.
Okay.
Doesn't affect it no way.
We're not, yeah. All of that makes sense to everybody? We're just moving it over because it has to be committed.
Hold on.
And we don't want to return it.
I would like to say something, for your trucks, if there was any left over after your truck purchase, that will be added to your MOU.
Okay.
Whatever you have left over, but.
I'm good with it.
Okay.
I've been studying, I've been trying to figure what the catch was.
Nobody is losing, there's no catch.
We're used to it though, all.
That was a big number for it to be left over, and I'm thinking.
You can't be used to it from this office, you haven't been around long enough.
I'm thinking my money's gotta be in there somewhere then, if there's that much left over.
No, anything
Okay.
that you have
I'm good.
already expended, you're good.
I'm good.
I'm talking loud, not you.
Oh, you're talking live in general?
Yeah.
You didn't have no left anyhow.
Yeah. Okay, is everybody with me?
Yes, ma'am.
I know that's convoluted, but we're trying to make sure we hold on to every single penny. Okay, so let's go to 24A and approve these one at a time. So this is the amendment to the memorandum of understanding between Polk County and Providence Water Supply. Need
moved.
a motion to
Second.
approve. Commissioner Cassidy, Commissioner Robertson, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, now B, amendment to the memorandum of understanding between Polk County and Tempe Water Supply Corporation.
Second.
Approved Commissioner Dubose, second.
Second.
Commissioner Purvis, all in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, C, amendment to the memorandum of understanding between Polk County and Alaska Water and Gas Supply Corporation.
Approved.
Commissioner Dubose?
Second.
Commissioner Cassidy, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. D, memorandums of understanding with Polk County Road and Bridge precincts, all four.
So moved.
So moved, Commissioner Cassidy,
I'll second.
Commissioner Robertson, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. There, I know that was rather convoluted, but I think we got it. Okay, item number 25, discuss and take action on change order number 2 for the 2021 ARPA SLFRF water plant improvements at Providence WSC. Providence Water's original project came in under budget, so they requested a change order so that they can utilize the rest of the money as it was allocated.
So moved.
So moved, Commissioner Cassidy. Second, Commissioner Dubose, all in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay. We've already done 26, so now 27. Now we're gonna get into all these resolutions. Discuss and consider approval of resolutions for the 89th Texas Legislative Session as follows. After the November election, the House and Senate allow legislators to begin filing proposed legislation for the regular session that begins in January. To date, over 2,000 bills have already been filed, and many of these are reintroductions of ideas from previous sessions. And it's not that pre-filed bills have any significance in terms of being approved more often than regularly filed bills, but they certainly have a potential for significant impact with county government operations. So it's important for us to engage in early communications with our legislators, because once the legislative session starts, we won't have time to go back and forth. We'll just have to start writing letters for all of our county offices. So Resolution A, the first one, is a resolution in opposition to proposed legislation that would limit local government's ability to communicate with the Texas legislature. For the last several legislative sessions, certain officials have consistently proposed and fought for legislation that would impose restrictions on how political subdivisions in Texas, such as counties or municipalities, use public funds for lobbying activities, which would include our membership in the Texas Association of County. TAC provides us with crucial support. They are the ones that read all these thousands of bills. They are the ones that notify every elected official. If a bill is going to impact you adversely, they notify every other association if a bill is going to impact us. So they sent us a letter that basically lists the problem bills, bills that they do consider favorable, and they even have a classification of bills that need work. So at this time, we would like to move forward with a resolution, because part of it is that TAC monitors our legislation. They do advocacy support, they analyze things and provide resources. They also will will coordinate legislation. They provide us with educational and training, workshops, networking, and so forth. So a copy of the resolution in opposition to these proposed bills is included in your packet for your review. This is pretty much the same old thing. I'll make the motion. Motion, Commissioner Robertson. Need a second?
Second.
Commissioner Purvis, all in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Resolution B, in support of addressing ambiguities in the subdivision plating exceptions, recent amendments to Chapter 232 of the Local Government Code from the last legislative session have introduced ambiguities that some developers are trying to exploit, which will be detrimental to Polk County residents. Proposed Senate Bill 253 aims to correct and address those issues by clarifying that all roads constructed for residential development must meet county standards. So this clarification will ensure that our community has the infrastructure needed to support our current residents and taxpayers while laying a strong foundation for future generations.
So moved.
Approved Commissioner Dubus, Commissioner Cassidy. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Resolution C is a resolution in support of a county motor fuel tax exemption. The state motor fuel tax is set at 20 cents per gallon and generates approximately $3.8 billion in annual revenue for the Texas Public School Districts and volunteer fire departments. For Texas, public school districts and volunteer fire departments are exempt from paying this tax. However, counties are not. If all 254 counties in Texas use 500,000 gallons each, which is a highly exaggerated estimate, the total contribution from counties would amount to $25.4 million to the state of Texas, which is less than 1% of the state's overall motor fuel tax revenue. And most counties utilize less fuel, far less fuel than that, so that would make the actual contribution much smaller. However, it would certainly alleviate the issue for the county, because the sheriff's department, road and bridge, our constables, everybody that is constantly driving, then we would save money on that. And basically, we don't pay sales tax, so why are we paying more fuel tax?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Commissioner Robertson, Commissioner Cassidy, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. D, resolution in support of local option homestead exemption based on dollar amount. The court adopted a 20% homestead exemption, which is currently allowed by the state, and we did it in 2023. However, a flat dollar exemption would benefit homeowners with lower valued properties more significantly, which means that then there would be greater relief for the majority of our residents. And this approach also aligns with the court's commitment to making homeownership more affordable and reducing the property tax burden on our local families, particularly in our rural and low-income areas. As you know, the school districts were able to do that. They were able to give a homestead exemption that came from the state of $100,000, just flat amount. And we've done what we can, but it would be nice if we could just do a flat amount
So
instead
moved.
of.
Second.
Commissioner Purvis, second Commissioner Dubus. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. E, resolution in support of state reimbursement to counties for detention costs. Currently, counties bear a significant financial burden for managing the costs associated with housing people that are receiving mental health treatment, juveniles, and parole violators. And these are all state responsibilities, and they are using county tax dollars to fund them and diverting local resources away from our services. So state reimbursement would provide much needed relief for county budgets, allowing funds to be redirected to essential infrastructure, public safety, and community programs. Our jail and our sheriff constantly deal with these issues along with our probation departments. Is there anything you want to add to that?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, Commissioner Purvis, Commissioner Cassidy, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. F, resolution in support of legislation that would allow counties to create buffer zones for energy storage facility. Electric energy storage facilities, while vital for modern energy infrastructure, can pose safety, environmental, and land use challenges for nearby communities. So buffer zones would allow counties to set reasonable distances between these facilities and residential areas, schools, or other sensitive land uses, protecting public health and safety while fostering responsible development. This would provide counties with the tools needed to balance economic growth with the well-being of their residents.
So moved.
Second. Commissioner Cassidy, Commissioner Robertson. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, number 28, discuss and consider whether to cancel the December 27th meeting. At this time, we do not have anything on the agenda that is pressing, other than basically payment of bills, and the auditor's office can be allowed to proceed with payment of bills. So we just want to know what's the court's pleasure.
Motion to cancel.
Motion to cancel, Commissioner Purvis. Second, Commissioner Cassidy. All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Very well. Okay, now I'm gonna skip around on you all again. We're gonna go to item number 30. Consider approval to advertise request for bids to replace the generator at the Dunbar Gym. Collaborative Services recently attempted preventive maintenance on the generator at Dunbar, and there was a clear indication of malfunction, and they determined that the engine is no longer operational and requires replacement. Unfortunately, the engine model has been discontinued, which makes a direct replacement impossible. So Collaborative Services has provided a proposal for a replacement generator. We have got to move forward due to the cost exceeds the minimum bid threshold, so they would like to move forward and present the court with a packet so that they can move forward with getting in procurement. Bid packet.
So moved.
I'll second.
Commissioner Purvis, Commissioner Robertson, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Now we will back up to 29. Discussion and possible action concerning an information technology security incident and any other matters incident to thereto. This is gonna be a closed executive session, and according to pursuant to Texas Government Code Section 551.071, for consultation with an attorney, and Section 551.089, security devices or security audits. Thank you all for coming. Merry Christmas. Ho, 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 Happy New Year, all that good stuff.